Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be transferring all the parts that are currently in my Ophion SFF small form factor case into the Sliger SM550. So come along for the ride. It should be a fun one, hopefully. And there you have it. It took about, I would say 30 minutes or so, give or take, to finally get everything in place, all the cables managed. I still got to go back and do a little bit more work on it. I have to add a USB type A to the mini B plugin for the Corsair lighting node controller, since the Z270i motherboard does not have a USB 2.0 header on it. It only has Type-C and USB 3. I didn't use any SSD, or sorry, I did use SSDs, but I didn't use the 2.5 inch SSDs. In this build, they're the M.2 NVMe SSDs for the boot drive and the storage drive. This board has one located up at the front near the chipset above the PCI Express slot, and there's one located on the back of the board. The top panel can come off, so you definitely want to take that off when you're inserting the power supply and the motherboard. Makes it a lot easier. If you have the Shadow Rock LP like I did, take that off before inserting the board, otherwise you won't be able to fit it in there. Once the board is set in place, you can put that CPU cooler back on. I am passively cooling this processor with the Shadow Rock LP. It's been doing good so far. The hottest I've seen it on a single core is about 70 degrees Celsius. Mind you, I am cooling an i5-6500, so nothing too powerful. I did have a 6700K in the system, but that processor went out on me. It does not work anymore. I've already tried it in a different motherboard as well. And it goes through the postcodes and it lands on memory. And I've tried different memory as well, but for some reason it will not boot. Not sure what happened to it. Try to replace it, but they're about $200 to $300 on eBay, so not gonna invest in that right now. I'm just gonna use what I had lying around, which was that i5-6500. I will upgrade to AMD Zen 3 Ryzen 4000 when the desktop chips hit in the future, and I'll definitely upgrade that 1070 sometime maybe next year, give or take. It's been performing absolutely well with what I've used it for, just a home theater PC, playing some VR games and some casual gaming on the couch. Not that far off from the 6700K in performance, although I do lose that hyper-threading ability. I'll have to find up and put some charts. I only have a few games to compare it to, so I'll put those charts up here in a few minutes. But other than that, thank you for watching this video. This build turned out better than I expected it to. It's definitely smaller. The case has a lot of ventilation. I love it for that. Sliger does mention that if you're going to be using a passively cooled CPU cooler like my Shadow Rock LP, to get the solid panel or the glass panel, but I find that using the ventilated panel is actually a little bit more helpful. It doesn't overheat. I may delit the i5-6500 and put liquid metal on it in the future, just to see if we can get those temperatures down just a little bit more. I did undervolt my GTX 1070. I think I did 862 millivolts at around 1870 megahertz, and it seems to be stable so far. That brings down the temperature of the GPU from the max of 83 to about 75 is the highest I've seen in video games. So it's working out pretty well without loss of performance. Honestly, there's like just a little bit of degradation, but not too much. I'd say maybe what, like 2%, 3%, just a few extra frames. But yeah, that's gonna conclude it for this video. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.